Hi, this is Joe from PrepAgent, and I'm here with Luna again, and got some exciting news. Luna, last time we spoke, you were getting ready to move to Philadelphia, and now you're actually in Philadelphia, so take it away.
Hi everyone, I am so glad. I'm so excited for this interview because there are just so many things happen with me in this short amount of time, and I want to share with you all. So basically, what we left off at State College with, I told Joe that I was interviewing two teams at the time, right? So one is with the Chinese commercial real estate team leader. The other one is with he's a mega agent. He does 180 million deals last year. So he's like in the top group. What's that?
Big number.
Yes, yes. So his name is Noah Ostro, and he's pretty big on social media as well. If you guys search him, you'll probably know who that is. But anyway, so I interviewed them first time, and then I came up to Philly. I started interview them second time. There's just something that's not. It just doesn't click right. Now I think about it, I understand exactly why I didn't choose the two teams before. It's because it's like your personality and your value add on to the team. Would that really help the team grow, or that wouldn't really matter? Like, you don't want to be stuck with a team where they put you through training for 6 months straight. You don't know what the hell you're doing. You have no, you just don't make any progress. And that is my biggest fear. Like, if I join a team, and I would hate it. I would hate my life. So basically what happened is I came into Keller Williams Philly. It was a new office that just opened at Broad Street. And so the CEO here, the team leader, Brian, told me that I should go on myself first and then test it out, like all different team leaders, just to get a vibe of like which one actually fits you, which one doesn't. So I'm like, okay, I will just wait. So he introduced me to my broker right now, and his name is David Snyder. I've never heard of him. I don't know who that guy is. He walked down from stairs. He's wearing jeans and polo shirt. I'm like, why isn't this guy in suit? It's just first impression. Like, I'm judgmental, so I'm like, I didn't say anything. And then apparently they are not even looking for real estate agent. They're looking for someone who does rental. So in my head, I'm like, do I really want to interview him? Am I wasting my time? But when we get through the conversation of what's going on and why he's looking for rental, he was actually telling me, I'm new to the area. Being as a rental agent, it's not a bad thing, because renter turning into a buyer and buyer turning to a seller. So it's only matters of, and then sometimes when you're doing rental, you pick up buyers from here and there. And it helps me get through the market as well. I've been driving in Center City the past 3 days. I feel like I feel so much comfortable now. Where the first time I was here, I was like, every street looked the same. Oh, I need to tell you a story, Joe. So I went to a listing appointment, and I parked my car 2 minutes away from the listing place. I parked my car there. I was like, it's okay, I'll find it. But guess what? Every street and block looked the same, and it took me 45 minutes to find it. It was raining, and I was hungry. I was scared in a city that I don't know. I literally was about to cry. I found it after 45 minutes. It's just like little things, and then I was like, that mistake helps me grow. And after that, I would never park a place without taking a picture or knowing where I left my car. It's just those little things. And going back to the team that I was interviewing, David Snyder. So he is very low key. He's very down to earth. So, and I think my personality, I have a lot of great value already. I'm really outgoing. I'm bubbly. I have no trouble making friends or giving people my business card. Like, I have all that. But what I really, really need to help my career grow is actually knowing the market, is actually knowing if I'm helping an investor, I need to know the numbers. I need to know how much rent it's producing. I need to know the cap rate. I need to know how much cash flow it can provide you, all those basics. And they are the most important thing. It's not prospecting. It's not training. It's not remembering script. It's actually get your ass out there and then start to meet people, start to do rentals. I'm sorry, I just talk a lot, but like, do you agree with me? Like, I'm so passionate of what I do right now, and I really want to get this message out there to let people know. And like, sometimes I feel so angry, like on YouTube, because there are a lot of people doing great. They do prospecting. I like, if that's a good way for you, go ahead. If you already know the market plus prospecting, you're gonna rock. But like, I don't like people sending false message to new agents and misleading them just because they want to sell their program and be like, hey, buy my program, you can do this, you can do that. It's just my personal opinion on this.
No, it's a good one. And it's good. You just want to be active with the rental stuff. I mean, you still get commission on the rental.
Yeah.
And sometimes you got to get those little crumbs before you get the big steak. Kind of got to get out there and make a little sales, talk to people, interact, as you said, get practice, work with buyers and sellers. And also, it's a quicker transaction than it is with selling a house. So if you get a rental, you sign it and you get your check much quicker.
Exactly. So it actually helps new agents in a very practical way. It's not like you're going on a job, you don't get any commission. If I would rent a home today, someone signed the lease, be like, hey, I need to move in really quick. I don't have a place to live. And the rent happened to be $2,000. You're basically making around $800. It depends on the split between the team. It helps new agents, when they're still doing rental, they get little paychecks on, right away. And it's a great way to help them to get started. If the rent is $2,000, you're looking at least like $700, for a check. And it only takes you about like half day to showing home, and if you get lucky. So like, it's not bad, and yeah, so and I do have another story that I want to tell you before we end this interview. I realize how important it is for us marketing on social media, like what we did on the previous video. And in order to back that up, I have a great example for you. Like, I wasn't even going to show it to people until the whole process goes on, but I want to keep it real. So I want to share everything as soon as possible, like, when it's actually happening. So basically what happened is I post a kind of a motivational post on my Facebook page. I was saying how David was training me he was like, success breeds success. I need to start develop a habit. Like, I was hesitant of going to the office the first day because I was upset that, I was still a little doubt, like I want to be a rental agent. So I didn't want to go to the office. So he said, you need to establish your good habits like today. So, and then like I also post things like the little incident, I couldn't find my car, just to keep it real on my Facebook page. So a friend of mine, he is actually the president of Nationwide car insurance company at Pennsylvania. He himself is a real estate agent specializing in commercial real estate. So when I get my license, I called him immediately right away. And then he saw my post. He realized I just moved to Philadelphia. So what he did on my Facebook page was he commented down below. He's like, Luna, go find me an investment property in Center City or Chinatown, Center City right away. No, he didn't say right away. He's like, go find me an investment property. And I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, does this really just happen to me? So I contacted him right away. I was like, hey, Andy, so what's your budget? Like, what are you looking for? So simple. He's from China. Obviously, Chinese people are really good with numbers. And, he does investment property. So he goes.
Stereotypes. Okay.
So he's like 6% for cap rate. And he's going to put down like 30% for the down payment. And his budget is $2 million. $2 freaking million. And I'm like, that was an awesome lead. Right? If I would never post that post on Facebook, he never realized that I moved to Philadelphia, that would never happen.
Yeah.
That would never happen. It would never happen if you're doing cold call. It would never happen if you're door knocking. Well, I'm not against those, but I'm just saying, like,
welcome to the modern era.
What's that?
Welcome to the modern era.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like put down the stone wheels, Mr. Flintstone, and enter Facebook and social media.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I've been saying all the time, people are still in these archaic things. It's like, if you're not willing to evolve with the rest of the world, then kind of, starve with the dinosaur.
Right. So yeah, that's basically my journey. Like, if people want to ask me a question, go on my social media, my Instagram. Like I respond message pretty quick. Like I want to keep everything fresh, so I'm not gonna hide anything. Like I will speak out the truth or how I think about being a new agent in real estate, and I want to give people like opinions and ideas, or even people who are just think about getting into it. And this is my journey, and I want to help as many people as possible, and I want to keep it real, like how we, started working, we agreed on to keep everything real. So yeah.
Sounds like you got a lot going on. I mean, you're passionate, you're excited, you're pumped, but you're always passionate and pumped.
I only sleep like the past 3 days. I've only gotten like 4 hours of sleep. And guess what? I cut down on the coffee. I don't drink coffee anymore, but I feel more energetic. I get up at 6 o'clock. I don't need alarm. I just get up so quick. I go to the gym. I do leg or I do arms, whatever I do that day. And I go to Starbucks. I get a egg white cheddar muffin.
Oh, I love those. No, it's the egg white feta wrap. That's what you're talking about.
The muffin, the whole wheat egg whites, low fat turkey muffin. It's like
Oh, that's
$23.
turkey bacon. Right.
Yeah. So, and then I drink lots of water because I want to try to keep my body healthy and, hydrate myself, which is the problem because I constantly are looking for bathroom. And so it's just, I'm getting into this momentum that I'm actually working, like I'm working really hard, and I can just feel it. Like I can feel I'm getting close. And I know great things are happening, Joe. It's like it's really happening. And I feel like meeting my broker right now, David Snyder, is the best thing I've ever done in my life. And David and I are so different. Like he himself is a mega agent. Our team is about to close about 100 million deals this year. So we're not the number one, but we're up there. Like we're doing great. And he is a developer. He's a builder. So he has so many different roles. Like he's very knowledgeable, and he knows the real estate market very, very well. And he loves to just coach new agent like on hand. I call him like for every problem I have, and I just directly goes to him. I don't have to go somewhere above me for like question because I can't go to. You know what I mean? Like it's very real.
Right. It's sincere.
Yes.
I mean, it's one thing I tell people when they look for a new broker is to feel comfortable. Like the splits and all that and the training's all great, but you gotta like the person you're talking to.
Yeah.
And the stuff that you don't see on paper as much.
Exactly.
I mean, so you gain that sincerity, and then everything works from there really well.
Yeah. And I will definitely keep you posted on, what are some big things going on. It's just there's so many things happening in my mind, and I might go a little bit out of order for the interview, but like there are just two messages I really want to send it out there. One is being a rental agent is not a bad thing. Like just look at things in a different perspective. It's not bad. Like to my case, it's great. And also how, my friend Andy wants to look for a $2 million investment property because he simply saw a Facebook post that I posted. And it was out of nowhere. And I didn't expect that would happen. And, and that's just great. Like I've been only in the business for 3 days and things like that happen. Can you imagine if I just keep going down the road a year? I'm going to pick up buyer, seller here from there. Like it's going to happen. So I just need to put my name out there, keep doing what I'm doing right now. And, I'll get to my goal. I will.
Right. Sounds good. Okay, well, you said a lot of great information, and it sounds like there's a lot going on here. So we want to follow up next week and see how it all plays out because there's so many different things happening, and we want to see which path you go on because there's just so much going on now. It's about the rental, the investment property, the brokers, the team leaders, the new city. So I think eventually, some of it's going to fall to the side, and you're going to pick a true path, at least in the near future. So
yeah.
So we're going to do that, and that sounds good. What do you think?
I think that's great. Yes, let's meet up next Monday, same time, and then we're gonna keep it going we'll just have a weekly update to people who follow my journey and keep it real and just, get going. I'll tell you all my obstacles and all difficulties as well. I mean, this past 3 days has been great for me because the transition was really smooth and, people are nice. But in the next week, I don't know, there could be something bad happen. There could be something that I wasn't expecting. So either, no matter what happened, we will, just follow my journey and I'll keep it real.
All right, sounds good. So this is Joe from PrepAgent and Luna, and I'll talk to you later.
Okay, thank you. I'll talk to you later. Bye, Joe.